Oh, shit.
Okay. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Box Office Banter, number 36 to be exact. And we are jumping into some true romance. We kind of got a Valentine's Day thing going on. You got one half more of the man's Valentine's Day, the next half more of the woman's Valentine's Day in the Notebook. So I hope y'all are strapped in and ready. Who wants to kick this one off?
I love the score.
That's such a Brandon note.
I know. This is one I noticed.
What?
I loved it right off the bat.
No, it's funny. I don't think I wrote that down for this one. No, I definitely did.
Dude, I love the score. And like in the very beginning, it's saying all the cast. The cast is fucking loaded in this movie.
Insane.
Samuel L. Jackson,
even though he's
Brad
got
Pitt,
2 minutes on screen.
Gary Oldman.
Yes, 2 minutes.
It's so good.
Even the little roles, like the people that aren't supposed to be significant, you're like, oh, he's played by Samuel L. Jackson. That's what's so like
Samuel
awesome
Jackson
about
gets murdered
immediately.
What's he like? I like eating ass and all of it. He says something like that. Next thing you know, he gets shot.
And then Brad Pitt's not even in it that much. He's got only a couple
it's
scenes.
Like layers
He's just like the stoner dude
of actors.
He plays it so well.
I think he plays Rodney
He's
in the movie.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I got somebody to say who he actually plays, I think. But about the score, dude, it's like weird, playful, like music that like goes with it so well. And I have no idea why, but I get like a Rugrats almost type vibe.
It felt like
it's weird, dude. That little like dun 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 dun.
felt like the Little
dun.
Mermaid to me.
Really? See, it was like it was very kid-like, wasn't it? It was weird. There was something to it.
I didn't get any of those vibes.
Well, come on over to this side of the table, boy. We see our old friend Darla from the last movie of the
I
week.
pointed that out to Tyler. Me and him watched
Did
it
you?
together, and I was like, "Is that the girl from The Crow?"
Yeah.
Is that Carla?
He did.
Darla?
I wasn't sure, but it turns out it was.
Oh, dude, and I gotta come out and say, gotta love the respect that Christian Slater's character shows for the kung fu movies, son.
Dude, yeah.
I knew you was feeling that too.
It upset me though how fast she turned him down because of it. Like it hurt my soul over
Yes,
that. Like
and
I was,
had to hurt me
is
too.
it that bad out there? Like
Is it that hard out there for a pimp? dude. And this might not have been directed by Tarantino, but his fingerprints are
very
all over
well, he
this.
wrote this.
He
Didn't
did. He did
Yeah.
write it, but I mean, the writing definitely can come through because the scenes had to be longer, but just the way it was structured, more of the director's duties, like it felt like a
By the
Tarantino.
way, rest in peace, Tony Scott.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. For sure, dude. And actually, my next note was about the playful music that reminded me of Rugrats. So there's my piece. What y'all got?
Something I always look for in movies is where they take place, like the city.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So this takes place in
Colorado.
It does.
Okay.
Why do so many movies
Detroit
take place
again?
in Detroit?
Oh my God.
Baltimore.
Yeah, we did. What movie?
No,
did we do
The
that was-
Crow.
The
Darla,
Crow,
The Crow,
Seven.
The Romance. No, Seven was nameless City.
I know, but it felt like Baltimore or.
I was about to
Detroit.
say, I was like,
It
we were
felt
talking
like
about Detroit, so yeah, that whole thing. But yeah, Darla's connected both of these, and they're both in Detroit. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, dude. My question though is, have y'all ever had a chick that bad just fall into your lap? Not
No.
even at the movie
No.
theater, but just ever at all. Like
No.
that doesn't happen. What is this? I knew something was up from the jump. It had to be, or it was movie magic, as they call it, dude. And man, what a night they had together. They was really, feeling the vibes.
My question, and Tyler kind of brought this up.
Yeah.
After you see a movie, do you ever want to get pie? Is that
and
ever
talk
what's
about
on
it?
your mind?
For half a second,
No.
I forgot that was the line in the movie. I was like, does anybody?
Who wants to get
I
pie
don't.
after a movie? Like that doesn't.
I don't want to get pie
I
ever.
don't even like
To be
it.
honest, I don't like pie. Anybody, we got cobbler pie.
We used
got
to go
like a
fruit
milkshake.
pie.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
used to
like
go
that
like
shit.
Steak and Shake.
Yes.
Oh, it was
I
Steak and
was about
Shake
to say
every
that.
time.
Steak and Shake's the place to go after a movie.
Yeah, because it was right by the Stony Brook.
Yeah.
Dude, back when it was Showcase Cinemas, that was the life. Come on, dude. And what a steamy love scene, might I add? What-
Yeah.
what- That was
That should have been on my top 5 sex
on the
scenes.
top 5 sex scenes, dude. I was like, wow, this is something here, dude. And I feel like after all that was said and done, and of course Slater's character comes outside, sees Alabama kind of like in her little like whatever the fuck, she got a towel over her head, robe, whatever the fuck it is, she's bunched up in a ball like, oh, I gotta come clean. When she was all like, I like whatever, what she say, I love you,
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Like I still would be like, This bitch is lying. You done played me once, not again. I probably would have threw her off right there. Get out of here. That's the end of that. Do that little.
No, then she tells the story of like why they met. That his
Yeah.
boss.
His boss Lance set him up, and how would you feel
Yeah.
in that situation if your boss set you up with a call girl?
Yeah, said he needed to get laid.
Would you
Yeah.
feel bad about yourself because he thinks you need that, or would you be thankful that you have a boss that's looking out for you?
He's throwing you some.
I wouldn't be
vagine.
mad.
That's
You
not
wouldn't
too
be
bad.
mad? I wouldn't have been mad at him.
Rodney
probably thank him.
Rodney seems like the type
Send
of
him my
person that
way.
would
I
not be
mean,
mad at that.
Yeah, if I was in his
okay.
situation at the time, I mean, why would I be upset about that?
I don't
Because
know.
the only reason he did it is because of what he thinks of you. Like
Yeah, he
knows
probably
you
thinks
I
like
don't
you're-
him.
care. I don't
Okay,
care
that's
about.
just a
He's,
question.
he's the one paying me at the end of the day. So I mean, if he wants to pay me and he wants to do that, then win-win.
Yeah.
I'm winning. He's losing.
And then of course you get old Drexel.
Drexel,
With the homies.
Gary Oldman,
Dude,
He killed
it.
He is
Killed it.
ridiculous in the role.
Well, he plays some
In
of the
all the
craziest
best
roles,
ways.
I
In
swear.
all the best. Like when
So-
I picture him in like the Batman trilogy,
Yeah,
and then I look at this, it's like there's no way it's the same.
That's
fucking
Gordon?
Dude,
person.
he's
Well,
another he's another one of them great method actors.
Oh,
Gary
Yeah.
Oldman. He's an underrated method actor, I think.
So here's something I pointed out to Tyler, and you brought up the Batman trilogy. The one scene where Clarence goes to talk to him, and he gives him that speech about not eating or whatever, like not sitting down and eating.
Oh, yeah,
he
that
does a lot
club
of the
scene.
same like mouth movements that Heath Ledger did when he played the Joker.
Yeah,
He
Like
might
it
have-
gave me straight vibes
Oh
from
my God.
the Heath. Go back and rewatch
Yeah.
just that scene, and like the way he does his mouth.
he like licks his lips and
Yes, it
all
reminded me
that
straight
stuff.
of Heath Ledger's Joker.
And how great was that fucking scene? That could be like my
Yes.
favorite scene
It-
of the whole
I
movie.
think it was.
Dude, when
When
he
he's
like
up there
shines the light, the lamp light.
And he's just tossing it at him. He's basically telling him just like, and you not sitting down with a motherfucker. Basically tells me that you're afraid to come sit at my table. And he's just like flinging it towards him
like-
over and over again.
that girl's boobies at her on the TV.
Yeah,
and he
he's-
even looked once.
And he's just like, do I make you scared? Like little things he was saying, dude. And I loved Christian Slater's character's comeback, dude, where he's just like I'm not eating because I'm not hungry. Like I'm not watching that movie because I saw it like 7 years ago or whatever. And he's like, I'm not sitting with you because I don't like you. Like he had like such
He
a
had the
perfect,
yep.
response to all that. He's basically like, and like that's my peace of mind. Here's this envelope, and like you're not getting a cent more. And he's like, it's empty. And then
Exactly.
This
Yeah.
scene is also like the perfect intensity to where
Jesus.
you don't know if he's like legit or not. So you think either Christian Slater's going to be a badass
Yeah.
or he's going to get his ass kicked, you know, and it's like
you
you
kind of
don't
had
know.
an idea because he blasted old dude away with the shotgun, but that's just one instance, so you don't really know for sure. Drexel's character.
No, I'm talking about Slater's
Oh, you're talking about
character.
Slater's
yeah,
character. I thought
like-
you were talking about because we were talking. I thought you were solely focusing on Drexel. Yeah, for
Oh,
sure. Christian
that's a good
Slater.
point.
I even still was like, dude, damn, like because I was thinking that I'm like, do I believe that this is him after the beginning? Like he's really like handling shit. Because
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily get that vibe. You know, I felt like geeky guy that goes to movies, watches kung fu movies. You know, a guy like me, you know, not the guy that's ready to hop up in there and really be
No,
about his
not at
business.
all.
But I kind of wonder if the movie would have worked better the other way. Is
It
like a
wouldn't
guy. See, I don't know if he kind of would have like he tried to be hard and then he ended up in a bad situation and he kind of slowly grew into that badass character.
I think the way that
Maybe.
fight happened and the way it was in a like grounded, realistic
Mm-hmm.
take, and he was a badass, but at certain points though, like he was getting his ass beat,
Yeah.
but at the same time he was doing what he needed to do, so it's
Yeah.
kind of even.
And Bama, dude, even so I was like, you don't know Drexel and all. He's like, you don't know me, baby. I was like, okay, dude, he's really.
I
backing
love
up
how honest Alabama is. Like she says,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
she's only been a call girl for 4 days, and it's her second customer, I believe.
Third, I
Third, I
think.
think.
Third
there. There's
customer.
something to that because you can believe anything from a chick like that after that. If she's that.
And then she
fucking
like
honest
says
with
she'll
you.
never lie to him again, and she doesn't. Like she's.
Yeah.
I really like Alabama in this movie.
I am a little disappointed to see such a great character go though so quickly, and Drexel.
That's how I kinda
Yeah.
felt.
Like I wanted more from him. Like he was great as just like he had the little scene where he shot up everything. Samuel L. Jackson was in that scene, and then it was like Andy's gone. Like I at least wanted like a couple, maybe
I
one or
thought
two
I thought
more.
he was going to be the main bad guy, like him and his tribe,
Yeah.
like people.
And I think I almost would have liked that better. I just like he was that fucking good in the character. I wonder if like they knew he was good, if they didn't at the time like realize just how good he was or what they had. But again, this kind of goes hand in hand with not Tony Scott, but like Tarantino movies where it feels like he did have a lot of fingerprints all over it, where it doesn't matter who the lead character is. They can come in for a quick scene, they could be in it the whole fucking movie, and that kind of went with the vibe of this movie. We were going through like different phases of characters. Like just when you're like, oh, I think I met everybody. Oh, Brad Pitt shows up. Michael Rappaport shows up. You never really know where it's going to end, but it did hurt to see him go that early because I want more out of that character. I hate the fact that I love that character so much, and I'm like, I have like one scene to look forward to. Because the first one was basically shoot him up real quick. Second one, like, that's where you get your money's worth, and I want more, man. But we'll never see that Drexel character again unless there's some weird type of, hey, let's make True Romance
Unless
and do
a crow brings him back.
Yeah, or True Romance goes like back, like here's the prequel. Like let's just make the movie Drexel. I'll fucking watch that.
Yep.
He's too old now. Though,
But
I
yeah,
think.
so during that fight, Clarence ends up killing everybody.
Yep.
And then he goes to see his dad, who's working as like a security guard or something. He used to be a cop or whatever. And he kind of tells his dad everything that's going on or whatnot. And the thing from that scene is when they were leaving, Alabama like kissed his dad.
That was fucking weird. I wrote that down. What a fucking awkward kiss, dude. Like I'm awkward for him. Like every time I see that, I'm like, ugh.
If you had been with a girl for less than a week and she makes out with your dad, like,
Basically,
what?
and she wasn't ready to stop. It took him being like, "Hey, like you're talking to your dog, like don't piss in the neighbor's lawn." And she was like about to keep. Now, like, would they have like fucked right there? Like, what is
they
this?
go and see him because Clarence went and did all that shit with Drexel to get her clothes back. Turns out he didn't get any of her clothes. He just got a suitcase of cocaine.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's when they're like, we got to go see my dad. He might have connections to help us out.
Oh,
But they get married before that.
Yeah.
That's right.
After like one day getting married.
Yep.
And do you think your
That's
dad
true romance.
Yeah. Do you think your dad would help you out to the degree that Clifford did?
My dad
Like,
would.
I think my dad would too, but I think a lot of dads have been like,
I think my dad would whoop all their
you're in
ass
over your head. I kind of expected him to do that, being the cop and all. Like, all right, you
Nah,
fucked
he was
up for the
washed
last
up.
time.
Yeah, he was retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I had
know.
a feeling like he's a cop. He probably still has some of that mentality. He's washed up. A lot of times in movies, you're like, my dad will help us. And then you show up and like, I thought you said he was going to help us. I kind of was like, I could see this coming. Not now, because this ain't my first time watching it, but the first time I watched it, I was like, I bet his dad's like, fuck you, son. And then he has to win him over somehow. But instead, they went this route, and it works too. Probably even better. But my original thought it was going to go that way.
He was a good dad.
Definitely.
What'd you all think of Vincent?
Yeah,
Vince.
that's my favorite antagonist in the movie.
Because Vincent ends up
Christopher Walken?
ends up going to Clarence's dad's
He's
trailer
so
or
good.
whatever, and like sits him in that chair and has that talk, which I love the dialogue there.
The Sicilian
That's
speech.
Tarantino right there.
It's amazing.
That whole scene is Tarantino.
How
all
many
over
times
it.
did they say the N word in that scene?
Oh, yeah.
my
Me and
God.
Josh were like, geez, Tarantino.
He does that every movie, though, it seems like. I'm trying to find, like, well, they don't. And I'm like, no, I bet they do if I watch it. I'd be like, oh, yeah, he does. They do not
Yeah.
hold back on that. Django Unchained, especially, but
If you watch a
Movies when they even need
Tarantino
it.
movie, it's going to have the N-word and girls' feet.
yeah.
And this one didn't have any girls' feet. I was like,
Well, if he was the director, it
exactly.
would've. He was going to go
Alabama
that way, dude.
feet pics all day.
Yeah, dude, another phone booth scene.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, we're just racking those up. Nothing like sex on a stack of phone books and phone booth.
Step up on it.
That is some G
Right by
shit.
the road too.
Like, you can
That's
do
true
that.
romance.
And no, but Dennis Hopper though, dude, he went out like a G, like and getting fucked up like that. Like even if it was like in a kind of a fucked up way, you know, throw around the N word and all that. He wasn't playing games, bro. Like he
Yeah,
was
he-
not ready to be betrayed. And then of course, what the fuck, Christopher Walken's character, Vincent. Vincent fucking just like, I haven't killed somebody since 1984. Like,
So
he's,
dope.
like I wasn't letting that slide, motherfucker. I love how he was just laughing with him the whole time. Like that's always the weirdest thing about like, not, I guess it's probably like that in real life to a degree too, when you're in those horrible situations, but like movies, like that feeling of like when, say, if you were in that position, the person starts laughing, you're kind of like stuck on edge. Like, does this mean we've turned a corner? Yeah. Or are you doing that because you're about to shoot me? Like that. That's an awkward feeling in movies, and I actually love that when you're just like, are they good now? Oh, is he gonna shoot him? Add some good suspense.
I think the dad was gonna tell him a little bit, but then I think he realized he was like, they're gonna kill me no matter what. So he made a stand.
If you look back at it, he said when he. I think when he starts the Sicilian speech, right before he starts it, you see the guy behind Vincent pull his gun out and put it in front of him.
Was that Gandolfini right there?
No, Gandolfini was behind. He was behind the dad.
Great.
Oh, he's one of the tops.
That's another person in this movie that's just great.
There.
Rest in peace.
So, talk about some Brad Pitt.
Dude, I love
the perfect stoner.
So,
he was stoned.
So Floyd, aka Brad Pitt, dude. A lot of people have like accused Pineapple Express of taking the Saul character.
Ooh, I can see that
from Floyd.
I can see that.
Yeah. Stoner.
No. But there's a vibe there.
It's the long hair.
The long hair. The on the couch. You can't tell me. You can't picture him. I thought hurricane season was over.
Yeah, like but Brad Pitt was like fucked up.
That's kind of how Saul was. Of course, when he got out and about, where they had like limited smoking weed, but I bet when Saul's at his crib, he's even that fucking high. And it's not like Saul wasn't baked out of his mind, but a lot of people think that the Saul character kind of stemmed
I can see it.
from Floyd. Like they were just like, this was the original Saul. I've seen people say that, and I love it, and it makes sense why I love the Floyd character so fucking much because he's so great in that limited role, dude.
Yeah.
What about Rappaport, man?
Dude, loved him, dude.
I loved his.
Loved him.
It's always weird for me seeing Rappaport in movies now, because now I'm so used to seeing him as like the guy that randomly talks shit to people and also ends up on ESPN. So when I see him in older roles, I'm like, should you be talking shit about somebody right now? Or
have you seen the video where the two moose are fighting in his front yard? That's what I think of every time I see him. Have you seen that? It's hilarious.
Yeah, when I go back to his like younger
He's
roles,
screaming at his mom,
like this, fucking Copland even, and Higher Learning.
Michael Rappaport's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's got some.
And I love when he's in movies.
Deep Blue Sea as well. He's got some sleeper roles.
Prison Break.
Sleeper roles. We don't talk about that. I'm just playing. That'd be fucked up if I was serious. No, the show, is he in that?
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
Just a little while.
I've seen bits and pieces
I'm pretty sure. I could be completely wrong.
That show is always way too intense for me.
It's so good.
Another conversation, dude.
His name's Dick. Michael Rappaport's name's Dick in the movie. So
which fits.
Yeah.
What about like Elliot though?
I was about to say.
Were you expecting him to be like more of like an intimidating guy when they went to meet him?
No, it's not. With what he was wearing, I was like,
yeah, you could tell.
Like, but like I could be wrong here because I was like in the middle of like doing some shit and cooking chicken. So I was like trying to like look back at the TV doing this. Did they mention? I thought they like mentioned his name before. Like we got to meet up with this guy Elliot. And, like, I feel like I remember me first seeing this movie and being like, Elliot's probably going to be a badass. And then, like, I remember coming into it and I've been like, they're riding roller coasters and this dude's a bitch. Like, it kind of took me back.
He looked like a frat boy.
Yeah.
That's the kind
of vibe.
It was weird. It was like he has a trust fund.
Yeah, he brought some good comedy to the movie, too, for real.
He did.
He had, like, 3 different character developments through this movie. He started off as, like, the preppy, like, okay, so he's just about money. Then turns into this, like, scared and fucking, like, puppy shaky. Puppy. And then later on, you know, when we get there, he becomes that. And it's like, Jesus, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of snitches, though, dude, back to Brad Pitt when Gandolfini comes to the door.
Oh my God! Straight sold him out. But I don't think he really understood what was going on. He's so high.
What do you?
No idea.
That's one of like the funniest lines ever, dude. When he leaves and he's just like, "Don't condescend me, man. I'll fucking kill you, man."
Yeah.
That shit. Every time I see that, like, it genuinely makes me laugh out loud. Like, just the thought of like you were so oblivious, dude. You have no idea. He's even like, let's smoke a bowl, like how chilly is about it.
He told them where they were staying at that scene. That's right.
He's like, wait, where? Yeah, I know. Hey, I know, man. Like the way he
that's when like the goon went back and started beating up Alabama, asking where
and he even
the
asked,
coke was. And
in the hotel room.
Yes, I like that scene.
What does he even ask though? Before we get to that, he Floyd, Brad Pitt's character, he's like, "Want to sit down and watch some TV, man?"
Oh,
ask him to
like
hit the
like
the dab or
he's like,
whatever?
"Come on, man!" Like it's the same kind of shit.
Fucking
It's all
linger.
good,
He
man.
tells him, he's like, I might be back. You know, it could be to smoke or it could
And
be
the
to kill.
Gandolfini was great in that moment too. Just he's like kind of just creepy, standing in the screen door, smiling like, "Oh yeah, that's great." And like just like I can kill you at any moment, and you don't know it. And then of course, don't condescend me, man. I'll fucking kill you. And some blunt again or bowl. So good. But you were talking about
so he's
the fight.
He's beating up Alabama, asking her
Bad.
what
That
She
is
doesn't
an
sell.
amazing
She takes it
scene.
like a champ.
Like a
She doesn't
fucking
rat
champ.
anybody out. And the cocaine's under the bed the
Right
whole
under
time.
the bed.
It's so fucking obvious too. Like she was trying, but at the same time, it's like you're not even like at least a little bit scared if you're a normal girl that like this mafia looking dude sitting in the middle is like, I don't know who Alabama is.
Yeah,
Like you'd have at least been like, who the fuck are you? If you were like a normal person. So
she's a special type of girl.
oh yeah, that's that lock 'em down type.
She's
shit
had a
right
rough
there.
childhood, I
For
believe.
Valentine's Day. Yeah, that.
I like how the back of the toilet didn't break when she
Yeah.
hit him over the head with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I really appreciate
The
Or
that.
the
Dense
fact
as
that
fuck.
she only hit him once.
Yeah.
Why would, like Tyler said that, I think
Yeah.
we were watching, why not continuously beat him over the head with that? Like, you got him down.
You think so?
Don't
she had a
just set
couple
it
other
down.
things that just kind of broke, but that one it was just
just-
boom,
yeah, you-
nothing.
And that, the
Corkscrew.
toilet scene reminded me of Pineapple Express, where
There you go,
Where,
dude. It's all there.
Red
Let's
takes
make
the
a
fucking-
comedy out of true romance and
takes
just make a movie.
the sink out when they knock
Yes.
the door down.
You gonna pay for it?
That's good.
Doink. Dude, yeah, it's the best shit, dude. I mean, she really though she tees off on him though.
Oh, she gets him
When
good.
she gets
That
Corkscrew.
corkscrew,
yeah, I call it a fight, but it's really like one-sided both ways. Like he was fucking her up left and right, and I like some of the dialogue he was saying. Just like I don't care how bad of a motherfucker you are, the first time's always hard.
Oh, yeah,
After
that-
all
yeah.
that, like that was some G shit.
It's
And then
Tarantino again.
and I could see it too, fucking him being like, just like, oh, you want to hurt me? And like him just kind of like, take your best shot, thinking she ain't going to do shit. And she's just, wham, turns everything, dude. It was like a
Take a
corkscrew to
corkscrew
the foot. God
Dude.
dang. And
ready
she
to fuck
fucking.
But then he still
What's his face on
messes
fire?
her up,
Little
and
bit,
then
he tosses her into the shower.
she hits him over
but-
the head with
she had
Elvis. The stat. By the way, the Elvis scenes when
Yeah.
he's by himself and he's talking to Elvis, dude, I love how they didn't overplay that
Yeah.
at all.
No.
Like they only did it like 2 or 3
Twice.
times,
And
and they
that's
were like
Val
some of
Kilmer.
the best scenes in the movie.
That was Val
that's
Kilmer?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Val Kilmer playing Elvis.
Okay.
Piece of shit.
I thought it was Brad Pitt.
We're gonna have Adam Marcus.
I was like,
on
Brad
soon,
Pitt
and
played
that's
2
gonna-
rows. That's what I thought.
No,
I even said that to Josh.
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
think it's.
that's
I'm
Brad
pretty
Pitt.
positive it's Val Kilmer, which I too also have Val Kilmer as the angel on the shoulder. Every time I'm like, what would Val Kilmer do as Elvis? But yeah, dude, amazing fight, and good lord, dude, can you imagine the fury of finding your girl like Clarence did, dude? Like
You'd
if
want to
you-
murder everybody.
Yeah, he's dead. Let me kill him again. Like I'd start beating the shit out of his corpse, dude. Like, I'd take him and throw him off the building. Like we're already gonna get caught. Fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
like oh my god, dude. That like when your girl's beat like that, you go into like treating her like you don't want to treat her like a little kid to like his fucking Brad. You don't go condescend me, man. Like you don't want to do that. But at the same time, like. It's weird, like when a girl's in a vulnerable position like that, you almost treat her almost like a kid. You don't want to have the girl be like, oh, like she can't take care of herself. But when a girl's beaten like that, you're in that moment like, all right, I take charge, this kind of shit. That is a problem, dude. I can only imagine like if that happened to like my wife, what I would have to do in that moment.
I'd kill everyone
The
in the
fury.
hotel. Like, even if they had nothing to do with it. Even, like,
You heard it?
like a little kid on vacation.
Yeah,
You're going
yeah.
down.
You were in the next room.
Snapping necks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
play kick the baby.
Yeah.
Out the fucking
Don't kick
window,
the
dude.
baby.
Yeah, kick the baby. Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
So the cops bust Elliot.
Mm-hmm.
He ends up just ratting on everybody.
Yeah.
Like, immediately.
The fucking cocaine, dude.
Like 6'9" out there.
he's like, put this in your purse. All right,
She's
put it in your
like,
bra.
no.
I'm not wearing a bra. Can you like just fucking do something. I would have just fucking tossed it out of the car. And then, dude, just to have the cop run up. Can you imagine? You're just like, hey. You just smile at
cocaine
him.
on his face.
This is just baby powder. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do. Like, I'll go to jail now. Yeah. Yeah, that is fucking amazing.
Then you got the two detectives.
Yes, I was gonna say the cops, dude. Tom
Buster.
Sizemore.
I want to see a spinoff.
Me too.
Like I would have
Well, we
loved
can't
to
get
have,
that now.
because
Chris Penn died,
too. But I would love to
unfortunately.
have back then if they would have made a spinoff of these two characters together. I'd have watched that all day.
That's
long,
crazy, dude. That he died way back in 2006. Like I always
Really?
forget he's dead.
Yeah, it wasn't
He's in
too
every
long after
Tarantino
Corky.
movie.
Yeah, I was
Like
about to
his
say
early
Corky
ones.
Romano was like his last role
Yeah.
that I remember him being in. Yeah, damn, dude. He was legit too. I just watched him in Best of the Best literally like a night ago. Watched him do some kung fu. That's always funny. But great character actor. But yeah, they nailed it, dude. They had a great. It wasn't just they were both good. They also had a great dynamic with each
Yes.
other. And that's why the spinoff should have got Jesus. Would have been so good. And then if y'all ready, you want to jump to the standoff, or you want to talk
Well,
about maybe the
so the
elevator
elevator's the
scene?
next
I was
thing
about
I
to say
had,
if you
'cause
want to
that
jump
caught
into
me off
that.
guard. I was like, "What is
Yeah.
going on right now?" And the cops are in his ear, like, "He's not gonna do nothing. He's not gonna do nothing."
Yeah.
And they're like, "He's gonna shoot him."
Yeah, Tom Sizemore finally was like, he's gonna do it.
Yeah, they're just laughing about it too. Like they
'Cause
don't care
give
if he
they don't-
lives or
yeah,
dies.
They don't give a fuck at all.
I think it's one of the best shootouts ever.
Oh, you're jumping to the shootout now? Okay.
That's what you said, right?
No,
What
we
did
were
you
at the
say?
elevator. Where he
I was
pulled the
asking.
gun on
That's where
Elliot.
my notes are, but I figured at least one person want to say that. That's why I didn't write
You
it
had
down.
to say though.
Remember
And then
Elliot and Clarence pulled
Yeah,
the gun?
yeah, yeah,
we were
yeah.
talking about
Yeah, and I love
That was
that.
so
how-
intense.
You would have
He
shit
like
your pants.
he's
Yeah,
over
that
there
was so-
hugging him
yeah,
like,
I got a
I'm
mic
so-
on. Take it. Don't shoot me.
For real.
I'm so sorry, Elliot. I had to know. Like
And the
that
thing,
whole
wasn't he
thing.
calling for the detectives too? And then he still took it as like,
Oh my
I don't know if he was really acting there or if he was like legit talking into like the microphone, like,
He
I don't
probably
want to
didn't
be
even
here.
know.
Come help me. Come save me.
He's somewhere in between, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Just get me out of here. Yeah, dude, that's fucking
So, yeah.
amazing.
And then that elevator was going to meet with the director Lee,
Yeah,
and
fuck
Clarence was going to sell all the cocaine. What was it, like $500,000?
200,000.
He was going to sell it for $200,000. So
Yeah.
he was going to have that meeting, and then that's when the cops busted in and the whole shoot off standoff
the
thing
whole wham shebang.
so
happened.
The way it started too, like it was just them in there with the producer and everybody,
yeah.
and then the FBI
Showtime.
came through, and then it was a standoff with the FBI and the bodyguards.
You knew it
and
was gonna end
then
bad, or
the
it was.
mafia comes in there, so it's like a triple show.
Yeah,
It-
you know,
it's-
if I'm in that moment, I don't give a fuck who I'm fighting for. I'm dipping out the back because I can
Well-
I can see what's coming. I was like, some people gonna die.
Well,
So it's not like
everybody's
somebody's gonna get trigger happy. Like I'm out of here. I
That's
don't
what
give a shit. You
Elliot
can
tried
fire
to
me.
do.
I love when Elliot
Yeah.
calls the cop by the name, and you see Lee look at him like,
You
"How the
know,
fuck
Yeah.
do you know his
Fucker.
name?"
Yeah.
And then he
like I
figures out.
brought you up, and
Yeah.
he starts losing.
treated
his
you like a
mind.
son, but really he was a dickhead. it was so bad.
Fucking Elliot was a bitch. I can't blame him though. I'd probably be Elliot.
You would have done this. Yeah.
but he was definitely on some bitch shit.
So yeah, the
And
next.
that standoff in general was just amazing.
was-
Like all the you put it down like somebody tell you I fucking hate
and
cops.
the whole time that's going on, Clarence is in the bathroom talking with
talking
Elvis.
to Elvis again,
Yes,
Didn't hear
such
like
a good
anything
scene.
the whole
taking that
time.
piss. And he gets lit up immediately. Every time I see where he comes out, like I don't think he got shot. I'm like, oh yeah, he fakes it. And then at the end, I'm like, oh no, he
No,
got
he
shot.
got grazed. I
clipped.
think. It was
No,
like-
he definitely got grazed, but for some reason, like I've seen this movie, I haven't seen this like a ridiculous amount of times. I've seen it like probably like 5, and every time almost, if not every time, I'm like, oh yeah, he's faking his death. And then like when it comes over, I'm like at the very end when she crawls to him, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, he did get shot. And then of course you see that, I'm like, no faking here. He just walked out of me like, who? Just got spun like
So,
a
yeah,
fucking top.
That shootout ensues and pretty much everybody dies except Clarence and Alabama.
Oh yeah,
And then
Chris Penn was
Yeah,
there. He was alive
made it
for
a
a
while.
second, and then Alabama fucking shot
Yeah.
him. And I always feel bad for like the one cop too, the black cop that's just sitting there and he gets like shot in the stomach. Basically, that motherfucker got me, and he's like got to sit
And then
down.
Right, he was the first one,
Yeah.
I think, to get shot.
It's his no, he was like the last one.
The producer was the first one to get shot.
Yeah, no, the black cop was the last one. He's
Yeah.
with Chris Penn.
Yeah, when
he
they're
gets
both
shot in
standing
like
there.
the stomach, and what's scary about it is like how like quick it is, like how quickly it's over, because he has a reaction like, I think he shot me. He's almost like playful about it. Yeah, if Esther got me, I think I'll be. And then he kind of took the other breath and was like, oh no, this might be bad. And then it's like, oh, I need to sit down. I just need to. And then he was just gone, just like that. Like that. The way they executed that was actually kind of fucking freaky.
Yeah.
I give him
Yep.
that. Yeah,
And
good
then
shit.
Alabama and Clarence get away.
Sure
Happily ever
That's
after.
true romance right there.
Dude, the best. On the fucking beach, watching their little shithead kid.
Yeah.
Clarence has the eye patch now.
They go to Cancun.
Oh my god! And then they live happily ever after. I heard they were actually killed 2 years later. And the kid, he got diced up and put at home in a box.
So
it's the only
what-
way out of the I-9s.
What is your all's ratings for this movie? Let me go first. I give it a 7.8.
It's a bag of shit for me.
It's pretty
It's a
good.
good movie. Nothing too fancy for me. I feel like I was wanting something a little more.
I have a
But
weird.
7.8, that's my score.
I'm half and half with this movie. I think the first half is like 9 worthy, and the second half is not as good to me outside of the James Gandolfini scene with Alabama. There's a lot of parts in the second half where I'm like, like right after Vincent visits his dad.
Yep.
I'm
I
so
love that scene.
everything through that point, I'm just like die hard into at like a 9. But then everything after that, I'm kind of like 6.5, 7 range. Other than Virgil Gandolfini's character with Alabama, that scene stands out. And when you mix it together, it's still a great movie. It's like an 8.4, but it's a movie that I felt like should be
Could've been
higher.
better.
But the second half is like a little less than 50-50 to me. And of course, Brad Pitt's character. It's just his couple lines, and then the one scene with Gandolfini and the wife. And the shootout actually didn't do it for me as much as I wanted to. The standoff did, but the actual shootout, it was just kind of sporadic and everywhere. I wish they would have had more, like maybe like where they ducked down more personal moments, and it would have, I don't know, something about it didn't hit as well for me.
What'd you give it, Rodney?
Yeah, I'm at
Did
a
I get?
9.
Did I say my
Oh,
rating?
yeah, you said
8.4. Okay,
You're at a
just
9.3?
all right, go for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Rodney
I love
loves
this
this
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Top
It's-
50?
It's really good.
Well, you don't have to
No.
tell them. Okay.
No.
It's not.
No.
It's not in top 50.
Really?
Tyler?
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, my top 50 is like all 9.5s
Yeah.
at least. But
Yeah, the first time I watched this movie, I absolutely loved it. And then I watched it again for this review, and it kind of lost its mojo. I still really enjoy it. I give it a 8.3.
Hell yeah.
You're about the
All
same
got good
wavelength
scores
with
for
me,
'em.
then.
Yeah, this is a great movie. All
Yeah,
around.
it's great.
I don't really have
Yes.
anything bad to say about it.
I don't know. There's just something about that first half. It's so like front loaded to me where I'm like glued, and then something.
In the second
In
half,
the
isn't
middle.
as good.
Yeah, it's good, but it's, I don't know.
Mm.
There's something that doesn't entrance me in. It's like I was on a straight line and just
Yeah.
kind of everywhere.
All right. You want to plug the Instagram?
Yeah, follow us on Instagram at Official Box Office Banner. On Facebook, Box Office Banner Movies. Join the group, invite your friends. Post whatever you want, movie related. YouTube
can't.
at Box Office Banner. Subscribe there. Every video we make goes up on that. And Spotify, the Official Box Office Banner. Follow us there. Listen to us anytime, anywhere. Thank you.